Mother. So Mother is the new movie written and directed by Darren Aronofsky, director of Requiem for a Dream, Black Swan, movies that probably messed you up a little bit after watching them. And Mother concentrates on Javier Bardem and Jennifer Lawrence. They're married, they're in this house, kind of in the middle of nowhere. They're painting their dream home, they seem happy, they seem in love. Then these two people, played by Ed Harris and Michelle Pfeiffer, stumble across his home. They're guests in the home, and they start being a little intrusive. Then more people start showing up, it starts creating tension. And then Darren Aronofsky and all his filmmaking glory. Like I said in the beginning of this review, this movie is not for everybody, that much is clear. And if there's one thing you should take away from this review, that is this movie is not really what the trailer represented. Trailer is not really this movie at all. If you think this movie is a scary movie, a creepy movie, a horror movie, a thriller, it's not. It's none of those things. The last act is more thrilling than the first two acts. Still wouldn't call it a thriller though. This movie's completely metaphorical. I don't just mean there are metaphors in the movie. I'm saying the movie itself is not the movie itself. This movie's telling the story of something else using imagery that we're familiar with. And out of respect for Darren Aronofsky, I'm not going to tell you what it is in this review. I don't know if the trailer was a result of him going, hey, I want people going into this movie not knowing what the movie's really about, or if the trailer was the result of a studio going, sorry Aronofsky, your way is not going to get asses in the seat, so we have to make it look like a thriller horror movie thing. Don't know, point is I'm not going to tell you what the movie's about. I will say Javier Bardem and Jennifer Lawrence are very good. They very much carry this entire thing. More Jennifer Lawrence than him. The movie is about her. And I know there's some sort of Jennifer Lawrence fatigue going around the internet, or at least film fans who talk on the internet. And I don't think it's because she sucks or anything. I think she became very big, very fast. Part of that is when someone or something grows so big so fast, people are like, all right, I can go ahead and see less of that now. But also she was in the Hunger Games movies. She was in the X-Men movies. By the end of both, she looked like she didn't want to be in either. So she was phoning it in. She didn't give a shit. And if she doesn't give a shit, why should fans give a shit? This movie's not that though. This is not the Jennifer Lawrence you get. You get a Jennifer Lawrence that's very committed to this role, who shows acting chops. Oscar nomination? Maybe. But what the fuck do I know? Because I thought, and he wasn't. See, what Mother is very powerful storytelling. It comes from a place in Darren Aronofsky's heart where he clearly has frustrations. And he's like, I'm gonna tell my frustrations in my way. And I really do like that. This movie is like piecing together a puzzle. Nothing in this movie that you see is what you see. Example, if someone puts a rose in a vase, it's not just someone putting a rose in a vase. That never happens anywhere in the movie, I'm just saying. But also, nothing is wasted. Everything is a detail. Sometimes the pacing seems like it gets a little off, but by the end, it justifies its flow and ebb and pacing. There is a scene near the end where the visual imagery made me like, did I need to see that? Probably not. I mean, it was effective in what it was trying to do, but for me, it was a little too brutal. You could have given me the point without giving me the details. The biggest bummer for me is the fact that this review is going to be so vague, you're going to get very little out of it. Don't worry, tomorrow or later today, depending on when you're watching this, or Friday, I'll put up a video that's Mother spoiler talk or my interpretation of Mother or something like that to give you something more in-depth. Consider that a companion piece of this review. This review is simply whether or not should you, shouldn't you? And really, it depends on who you are. But for me, this movie grabbed me from the beginning. From my interpretation of the movie, I really dug it. I really liked it. I thought Javier Bardem was great. I thought Jennifer Lawrence was great. And you walk out of Mother thinking about it. The movie gets you thinking. Like, it haunts your mind. I can see this movie aging very, very well for me right now. I will say Mother is definitely worth watching and definitely worth buying on Blu-ray. But know yourself. If you don't like Darren Aronofsky films, or you like films to be very straightforward, or you're going into this movie looking for a ghost movie, a haunting movie, don't. You're just gonna be disappointed. You're gonna hate it. All right, guys, so Mother, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Really curious about this one. Like I said, I will put up a spoiler video where I go more in depth on Mother and talk about at least my interpretation of the movie. So let me know. Whatever you think about this movie, comment below. Let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.